market size?
No, not off the top of my head.
Check,
Yeah.
Let's check out. Let's look at quick marketing size.
I had it at one point. You know, we've done some outreach campaigns, like sending out postcards. But let's see. How
Number of
many
high schools.
High schools.
At the middle schools too. Let's make it bigger market for you.
So between 23,500 and 23,800 high schools.
That's wonderful. How about middle schools?
And middle schools, approximately 15,000.
So like about, let's say, 38,000 schools. That could be the market size.
Absolutely.
What's the percentage I wanted that's interested in STEM fields? What do you think? And have you been like interacting with some of them? We don't do robotics. Like, we're not interested.
I would probably say somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 to 30% of them.
That's good. Like, so let's say 1/3 like of 40,000. What would that be? Like 12,000 or something?
Yeah, 12.3, something around
12.3. And how much would you want per program to pay you?
1 million? No. No. I typically recommend one developer for every 4 to 6 students in a program or class. So, you know, somewhere between like 2 at like the smallest schools where there's a school back by us that has a drone specific pathway, which in theory sounds great. But again, it's more like someone got thrusted into the drone program, right? And it's like, hey, I need drones, but they don't really know like what they need out of drones, what the market opportunities are for drones, how to even operate them, let alone build them, repair them. It's just not a skill set, you know, in whole lot of supply around here, right? I like to say there's a lot of drone operators in the United States and maybe less so, but still a lot of engineers in the United States. The overlap between the two is like next to none, unfortunately, right now. And I think
the price point, like
price point. So
like 5,000 a year.
About somewhere in the neighborhood of like $10,000 to $50,000 for like a small to medium sized school. But like we put together a proposal, didn't get it, but $100,000 for 12 developer, I think it was, for Oklahoma City Community College after they've already purchased 3 from us.
Okay, right. So like let's say, what would the average customer pay you? Based
it
on
ends up, for like our larger developer models, historically they've ended up about $5,000 per unit because we add on the case, controller, battery chargers, maybe some sort of payload. Again, we're starting to get away from our payloads just because they're more still like proof of concepts that we're using internally. Again, we've sold some of them that they've worked and everything, but still don't have them really like refined to a product state yet. So now we've actually dropped the price of our developer models as well. Now that we're producing our own plastics, found some ways to shave costs elsewhere as well. So now we're looking at really about $2,000 to $3,000, maybe $3,500 per order. So, you know, times that by 6 units, again, about $15,000 would be like 1.5, like would be a good starting point to introduce developer into like, again, a small to medium sized program.
And would they do like follow-up purchases?
Ideally, yeah. So again, we've had follow-up purchases in the form of our mod kits as well as both additional drones.
So first go to market like $15,000 times 12,000 schools. How much would that be if you have
$300,000?
I think more. What's the market size? 12,000.
Maybe 3 million.
15,000.
Yeah, 15,000.
Let's do the math.
$180 million.
Yay! Right, that's like your total.
A little off.
That's your total.
I know math, people.
But this
I can think.
I love calculators because it gives you the real, like the older zeros. But this is $180 million is your market size, right? And obviously you're never going to get like 100% of the market size. But for a new business, you could get perhaps 5% with the right go-to-market strategy. What's 5% of $180 million?
Well, that would be, I can do this math, I promise. So 10% of 180 million would be 18 million, 5% would be 9 million.
Beautiful. So, like 5% in the next, 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, very doable.
Doable.
Absolutely.
Right? With the right strategy. And then they would, then you can just go around the market and trying to get more of your total addressable market as much as you can. But there's a real promise here. But I think the idea is like understanding the market that works, like with the early adopters and like the least friction for you to go to market, and then you just go on, developing the product. But I just see so much potential.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's even a lot of overlap between what we were talking about a little briefly earlier with the military and the education market. So, of course, the military is, well, maybe not of course to me, being entrenched in this all day, every day, but the military, now the Department of War, has stated they're looking to field as many low-cost, repairable, modifiable drones, basically as soon as they can get their hands on them.
That's another segment. Like your first segment is B2E, second segment is the U.S. government, which is like one of the biggest B2B.
Uncle Sam has unlimited pockets, it seems like.
Do.
Yeah.
They really do. Like, I think they spend upwards of $500 billion a year or something. It's crazy.
Well, yeah, I think this last year it was close to 6 trillion.
6 trillion, just from those B2B.
Well, I don't know about the Department of War, but like I know the federal government, at least last year, it was about $1 trillion every 90 days that was being spent.
Wow. Okay. I mean, that's huge. That's huge, right? Like, okay, what's the percentage of that I can get with like, the kind of drones that I'm selling? I mean, it's just unlimited. So towards, like, I guess we have to wrap up, right?
We are in no rush. So yeah. We've gone, like with Dennis, I think we did 3.5 hours. Not saying we need to do that, but whatever you have the time and interest to cover.
Okay. So let's go. So talk about like entrepreneurs.